Hey everyone, it's Fiona again from Lavender Blue, and this is part 3 of my junk journal project. And if you are following along with this video series and you're making a junk journal and working in your journal, please use the hashtag the junk journal project so that I can find you on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook. And so this is video number 3, and we're going to be adding our beads or charms or whatever you want to add to your strings that were left from our binding. So I'm going to be doing that, but first of all, before I got started on that, I'm wanting to add some watercolor paper to my journal. So I'm going to add one page in each signature, just making sure they're not too wide. No, and it's just because I like to often paint in my journal, and I mean you can paint on any of the papers just by adding gesso, a coat of gesso to your pages before you start adding layers. Or you can collage and then paint over that. But I just love watercolor paper, and this is some really old watercolor paper that my mum actually gave to me a long time ago, and I haven't used it yet, and it's very good quality, very good quality. So I'm just going to add it to the center of each signature. So I'll just quickly do that. And that's the beauty of this binding method, that you can just add or remove pages. So I'm just putting them in before I get started. So that's one signature. The second one. And these pages here, by the way, they come from our children's encyclopedia. Absolutely gorgeous, all the little bird pictures on there. And I have some with some images of Australia. A map of Australia, I think it is. And that's from the same not dictionary, encyclopedia. I can find them. Yeah, here's one here. It's got a map of Australia on there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to actually getting in and doing some work in this journal. Okay, so I've got a few of these wooden beads here in pink and purple. I've got some more, but I thought I would just use those. And then I've got a few charms that I just want to add here and there. And I've got these wooden ones as well, but just because I had them and I wasn't sure what to do with them. But I don't know if I'm really liking them that much with these beads, so I might just leave those out. Okay, so I've got one of the threads here, and I'm using a needle, and that's only because my beads, some of my beads have quite small holes, and I thought it might be a bit hard for me to thread them through, so I'm just threading them onto here, and then I'm just tying a little knot in between. Like that, just so they stay where they want to stay there. And you can add anything, it doesn't have to be beads, you know, it could be something that you found that you might be able to tie on there. I haven't got anything extra to add to show you, but actually, have I got an example? Well, anything that you could actually tie the string around and knot it around so that it hangs off your dangle. But next I want to add my little key. So I'm just putting that through there. And I'm going to tie another knot. Like that. Oh, it's still going to come down. So I'm just going to take the knot through the hole there and pull it. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I actually took my needle through that hole so I could tie a knot actually around the actual key. It's knotting it, so that's going to stay. Well, it should stay right there. And I'm basically just going to add a few more beads. So I'll do this, or you can bring your needle back through the top of the bead like this. And that way the string or your twine, whatever you're using, is actually wrapped around the bead like that, and it's not going to go anywhere. Although that will shorten your cord slightly, but I don't want mine hanging all the way down to the bottom anyway, so I think I'm going to do it that way. And I'm not putting them against each other, I'm leaving a bit of a gap in between. So I'm going to thread mine on like that, so threading it on and then putting my needle back down through the bead. And you can just do that for as long as you want to. As long as at the end you tie a knot so that the last bead isn't going to fall off. Let's add a couple more. Nearly got my finger then. And then I want to make sure I've got a long enough end to tie a knot. So I'm going to wrap it around this bead again. And I'm just going to make the knot go through this bit that's around the bead. So I'm taking my needle under. Hopefully I've left myself a long enough end. Take my needle under and then put it back through the loop. And then I've got a knot there, and that can't come off. So that's my first one. And I'm going to go ahead and string some beads to the rest of them, but again I will speed this up because it's going to be a long process otherwise. Okay, so I have finished threading all my beads and dangles, and this is what it looks like when you've finished, and I'm happy with it. I think it looks really cute. Just add something to your journal. And I didn't do it in any particular order, just, you know, just a couple of them I did and some of them I didn't, but that still looks really nice when it's finished. And I've just cut the threads to roughly the same length. Yeah, so that's adding the beads to our journal. So in the next video, we're going to be up to adding a folio in the center. Remember I said I've got 2 signatures per hole. So I've got 4 signatures, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and then we've got our top and bottom middle holes left. So in here I'm going to make an insert, and so that will be the next video, and we will put that in our journal. So I hope you like my video. If you do, please like and subscribe, and I've got my links below if you'd like to join our Facebook group and follow me on Instagram. And there's a link there to my website as well, and my Etsy shop where I sell journal printables. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.